What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with a brand new episode of the Madden 24 St. Louis Sentinels Franchise. That is right, welcome back. Week number 2, year number 2 here of Sentinels Franchise, coming off of an opening season loss to our NFC East division rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles. We got pretty much blown out 49-21. It was a semi-close game there to start, but in good old Saints fashion, hashtag SOS, same old Sentinels, we pretty much collapsed in the second half. Now, my question is, what's up with the schedule makers, man? 3 out of the 4 first games, we take on the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Dallas Cowboys. We pretty much drew the short end of the stick. I mean, the schedule maker, what, does he have like a personal vendetta against us? Were we eyeing up his wife by mistake and now he's punishing us with this relentless schedule? I don't know, but I can tell you that week 2 here with the Falcons, easily the most winnable game in this opening 4-game stretch. So is it week 2 and we're already saying this is a must win? I mean, kinda. I would definitely say so. Before we get started and dive into this episode, I gotta say this now before I forget. Public service announcement: at 750 subscribers, I will do an NFL jersey giveaway to all my subscribers. We'll make it a contest. We'll make it fun. Help me get to 750 subscribers, and I will do an NFL jersey giveaway. I'll be talking about that probably every episode until we hit it, so please help me get there. And if you are subscribed already to the channel, I greatly appreciate it. And I drop Madden 24 content weekly, so you should be subscribed if you like Madden and or football content. So taking a look at the Falcons here, we'll see if it's the same old Falcons from last year. Desmond Ridder, superstar. Okay, nope, that's not accurate. Gardner Minshew also found his way here as well. But apparently Desmond Ridder is a superstar. Also, superstar Bijan Robinson. Now that one makes a little more sense than Desmond Ridder. Tyler Algier also here as well. Fullback, they got Johnny Stanton. Shout out to Austin Armadillo's Cupcake Franchise. He was our fullback. Never really called his name, but he was there. Aww. Wide receivers, they got Drake London. They got Isaiah McKenzie, but he's injured. And then Laviska Shenault and Quez Watkins. Okay, that's definitely different. Brian Edwards here as well. Tight end, Kyle Pitts. So we got a superstar quarterback, a superstar running back, an X-Factor tight end. Maybe this isn't going to be the most winnable game out of the first 4 stretch. I thought it was going to be. Maybe not. Offensive line, pretty good. They got Jake Matthews. They got Matthew Bergeron on the left side. Mitch Morse is the center, along with Chris Lindstrom. Very good right guard out of Boston College. And then also Caleb McGarry as well. So offensive line is pretty good. We need Khalil Mack and some of these big guys up front to, I think, get some pressure. Defensive end, they got Tyquan Lewis, OHIO Buckeye, Grady Jarrett, another superstar. How many superstars are on this Falcons team, man? I thought this was going to be easy. Derek Gennady and rookie Rashad Thomas there as well. Justin Miller, Arnold Ebiketie, Ogundeji back there as well. Patrick Queen now in Atlanta to go along with Zach Cunningham as the Mikes. I see Michael Walker. Michael is a Mike as well. Lorenzo Carter and Joe Williams. I remember him. Got to take a look. Got the future starter tag. I scouted him pretty heavily, and looks like the Falcons drafted him. So I just got to see. I got to take a little peek ski here. If he's X Factor, I'm going to be very upset. Hopefully he's just star. And he is. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. I did talk about Joe Williams quite a bit in the draft process. Decent secondary, AJ Terrell, no longer with that superstar dev trait though. I think he had that in Madden 23. Mike Hughes and Jeff Okuda, so pretty good corners. Jesse Bates is always a pretty reliable free safety back there. And then Richie Grant, not the best strong safety, but he's somebody. Younghoe Koo, one of the best in the business. And then Tommy Townsend, gonna be punting the ball away. I don't know what to defend now. I mean, all these superstars, but doesn't look like the Falcons' offense is very good, which means they'll probably light it up against us, right? That's usually what teams do. Now, I'm gonna stay away from the run. Don't want to touch any of that. We're gonna start out, we're not gonna contain QB scramble. We're gonna defend the short pass, see how that goes for us. We're still rocking the full pad split, but the second I get a serious injury to somebody, I'll probably take that away. Falcons are second in sacks. They had 4 last week, but I think that we are going to go run inside as our game plan because we were not really able to get the running game going too much last week. Kind of made us one-dimensional, had to rely on J.J. Ford a lot, which J.J. Ford did play pretty good. I mean, he did have 294 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he did have that 1 pick. And I want to see J.J. get to 2 passing touchdowns in his sophomore debut here in the NFL. So we're going to make that our game plan. Good look here at the rook out of Fresno. I thought he played okay. I mean, decent last week, as we only clipped 1 target there. That wasn't really good. He did seem to be a lot more accurate than Sam Howell was, although his percentages and his completions weren't much better, as we break 2 targets there, hit Curtis Samuel. But the thing about J.J. Ford that I do like, he's a big presence back there, standing at 6'5". He may be a little bit of a statue in the pocket, but that's not really my game, is scrambling. So I think that, you know, as far as rookie campaigns go, I mean, how many rookies come out and just completely stink in their NFL debut? I would say probably a lot of them. So having almost 300 yards in your debut, I mean, I'm not upset with that at all. As we're going to go to Terry. I'm not doing very good on this one here. Hopefully we can maybe get silver. We do manage to eke out silver. Not going to keep trying to restart it and get gold. He already got his X Factor in training camp. And if you did not know that, if this is your first time hearing that, go back and watch the first episode, because we did get a dev trait upgrade with J.J. Ford in training camp. Here's a look at our new starting tight end out of Texas A&M, Bart Burns. Bart had few receptions last week. He had a couple drops too, but we did kind of put him in some undesirable situations with some of our passes, as J.J. Ford just whiffs it over the head of Burns on that one. And I think Burns has a pretty good chance to be pretty solid tight end in this league. He is hidden development, so not quite sure what his dev trade is. Obviously hoping for a superstar or an X Factor. That would be awesome. But even a star is an upgrade over Logan Thomas, who we had before, even though Logan Thomas is a star now as well, randomly. Don't ask me how that happened, but I think Bart Burns has a pretty solid chance. Silver with Bart Burns too, and I'm fine with that. That'll get us some pretty decent experience and potentially some upgrades as we head into this, I guess, maybe difficult stretch of the schedule. I really wasn't expecting our schedule to be this terrible to start the season off. Ooh, Curtis Samuel gonna miss this game with a quad strain. First practice injury, I want to say, that we've seen. So our rookie George Williams, the 6'9" wide receiver out of Florida, he might get some more snaps here. Young, the offensive or the outside linebacker, just the 3rd string guy, so not really too concerned about him. Same with Butler, the free safety. But Curtis Samuel is a big one, and he was one of our most viable options last season. So that's kind of gonna suck. We got a couple upgrades here, and some of our rookies, Bart Burns, who we were just doing the passing drill with, we are going to probably go vertical threat with him just to upgrade that route running. I feel like Bart's not the best route runner yet, still a little raw, and we get some big ones. +2 to deep route, +3 to medium route, +1 to release, and +1 to spectacular catch. His dev trait will probably also be revealed next episode as well, so make sure that you tune into that, because we might have a superstar X or an X Factor, who knows. Justin Hayward, the middle linebacker, will also get an upgrade as well, and we are going to go pass coverage for him, because that is the role he's going to mainly be playing in this 3-4 defense. As we see, he does not get an overall upgrade, but he gets +2 to man coverage and +2 to zone, so I'll take that. Also made a slight lineup change. The rookie Larry Jenkins, who we got in the 5th round, he's hidden dev but low overall. I decided to move Andrew Wiley above him to block the blind side for J.J. Ford. We did not give up any sacks last week, but that is a deceiving stat, because if you did watch the game, there was a lot of pressure in the backfield, and you know, just because nobody ever really got home, I still kind of feel like the Rook had a tough day at the office there, so we are going to move him. Also, Ricky Stromberg, maybe, depending on how the rest of the season goes, maybe he moves into one of the tackle roles or something. It just all depends. And of course, no Curtis Samuel is going to thrust George Williams into a much bigger role. And then we'll also, for the first time, get to see Dax Milne, which we have not seen him at all in this series, maybe catching some balls out of the backfield today. It's going to be an interesting one. Falcons are much better than I thought they were for sure, but I think we still got a good shot to bounce back and win this one here. We're back at home. First time. This is the home opener this series, or this season, I should say, season number 2. First time back at Sentinels Franchise. If you guys enjoy this content, like the video, subscribe. Remember, jersey giveaway at 750 subs. Please help me get there. And without further ado, let's get down to Sentinel Field in St. Louis, Missouri, and get ready for the game. Tommy Townsend going to kick this thing off as opposed to Younghoe Koo, as the Sents are going to start with the ball here. No Curtis Samuel today. Going to need a big bounce back game. You never like to go 0-2 on the season. Obviously, nobody does, but going 0-2, you're putting yourself in an early hole. And we get a look at J.J. Ford again. As I mentioned, fine rookie debut, I would say. Almost 300 yards, 2 tutties. Of course, that 1 pick, you never like to see that. But how many rookies come out in their first NFL game and just completely stink? I mean, that happens more often than you would think. J.J. Ford didn't stink. He showed some signs of goodness. So, first and 10, you're going to come out a little mesh concept. Looking for our tight end, Bart Burns. He dropped it, which, if I recall, I think he had some drops last week too. So we might have to keep our eyes on that. Come out of the gun here. Going to look for a little play action with some crossers here on the right. I see our receiver, Jahan Dotson, makes a man miss. Nice move there. Jahan Dotson was, he's literally, Falcons defender's leg was literally through his body. I kind of want to streak McLaurin. You guys know I do this all the time. Let's put George Williams on a drag in case we need him. But I think Terry could get open on the seam there. I don't like it. So we're going to go to George Williams. And he dropped it too. What's up with these receivers, man? I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing a lot of drops these first couple games, man. Bart Burns, George Williams, some of our rookies. We'll try screen pass here to Dudley Saxton. He's got 93 speed. There we go. He is a find. I'm telling you, watch number 32, Dudley Saxton. He is a find. He's a rookie out of Florida. He was just sitting in free agency, collecting dust, not really doing anything. I scooped him up. He's now our running back number 2. And I'm telling you, he could be a diamond in the rough. So we are just past midfield now into Falcons territory. Going to give it to Brian Robinson, looking for the edge. He is going to be met there by the defender, but not until after he picked up a gain of 5, which I will take. Let's go draw play to B-Rob here, see if we can get some good blocks, which we kind of do. And I actually really like the defense that the Falcons came out in. So we are going to go hurry up here and kind of, keep their defense on the field. They didn't really have anybody in the box, and this might actually be a chance to see if our 6'9" wide receiver can get up and catch a high point. He's there with a linebacker on him. I don't like it at all. Nope. Just going to throw it away with J.J. Ford. It was the right move. The cogs were turning up here in the old medulla oblongata. I can promise you that. The cogs were turning. Didn't end up really working like I would have hoped, but it was a good thought. Find ourselves 2nd and 10 here. Let's see, maybe we can get McLaurin on this little corner route here, or possibly Dotson on a streak. We'll see who wants to get open. We're going to give Terry a shot. Corner! Terry, the St. Louis Savior. He did that last week too. Caught a corner pass in on the right side of the field. Last week it went for a touchdown. This time it doesn't go for a touchdown. But nice flick of the wrist there by J.J. Ford. Finds Terry in the corner. And we are now threatening inside the 5-yard line. We'll give it to Dudley Saxton out of the pistol. Can Dudley get his first NFL touchdown? I believe that is his first NFL touchdown. I do think so. I don't think he had any last week. And welcome to the NFL, my friend. You just may have yourself a spot on this team. Kick is up and good from Joey Sly. And drawing first blood. That was a really good drive. I think that everything flowed pretty well. J.J. Ford was pretty accurate. My only, bugaboo, if you will, I do think that some of our receivers are dropping too many passes. Bart Burns and George Williams are the 2 that stand to mind the most. Now, they are rookies, so, got to give them a little bit of time to develop, but they both have really high expectations, and they're both going to play they are supposed to play a really big role on this team. So we will see what Desmond Ridder's up to. Last week, only 133 yards, 1 touchdown, and a pick. So He is playing the Sentinels, which means he could go off for, 500 and 4 touchdowns. That's what players do to us, right, guys? They just have crazy games. Ritter's going to come out shotgun, going to be a change in the play at the line there, and Kyle Pitts is going to catch it for 9, and Pitts is last week, 5 receptions, 60 yards, did not find the end zone. And again, since he's playing the Sentinels, yeah, he'll probably just have 4 of them. Ritter coming out of the weak formation here with a fullback, Johnny Stanton, and Bijan Robinson behind him. It's going to be a give to Robinson. Cody Barton was there, as well as Derek Forrest, but we're going to have to watch this guy today. Bijan Robinson, maybe, hopefully this will be the Arthur Smith in real life that decides not to play him. That's, I would love that, but I just, don't see that happening. Bijan's probably going to tear us apart today. Khalil Mack had a chance, but missed the tackle. Luckily, our rookie out of Miami, Justin Hayward, the middle linebacker, was there to get Bijan Robinson. He's so slick in the backfield. He's so slippery back there. You always got to be watching him. Ritter content to have a fullback in on a lot of these drives, I'm noticing. And that's going to be a dump off to Kyle Pitts, only for a gain of 3. And we got the Falcons in a big 3rd down now. What do we got, boys? Can we get them off of the field? That is the question. Ritter dropping back, looking for receivers, and just going to launch it out of bounds to a cameraman. Yippee! So I am definitely happy with that defensive stand. I can't believe that Desmond Ritter has superstar in this franchise. I know he didn't he started with star, like stock game. He starts with star. But how in the world does he have superstar? Desmond Ritter is far from a superstar quarterback. I mean, he's looking terrible, teetering on terrible anyways. In real life, he must have done something in this game last year, but I gotta say, I was pretty shocked when I saw that. At any rate, he doesn't do anything on that drive, so it is 1st and 10. We'll see if we can keep the good drives rolling. We're going to check it down to Brian Robinson out of the backfield. I didn't like any of the curls, and I'm really not trying to throw any picks to start this one off. 3rd and 4. Going to come out tight shotgun with a little mesh concept working here. See who wants to get open, and that is our big 6'9" receiver, George Williams. Look at the big man stumble forward. Oh, man, he's a freaking locomotive out there. Look how big he is. Jesse Bates can't believe it. And the big man had some wheels on that one. Oh, man. I mean, look, he's like Godzilla out there on the field. I mean, come on. That is hilarious. And I'll tell you what, if you're a cornerback trying to, look at that. That's freaking ridiculous. Look how big. My man looks like a kid back here. They look like small children trying to chase after the big man, George Williams. I mean, that is, he's something. All right. Well, we are cooking here, ladies and gentlemen. Ball back into Falcons territory. We are going to give it to Dudley Saxon again. That 93 speed is not going to matter if we can't get any blocking to set up there. I'm going to try to get somebody open on these crossers, but we are going to need some blocking and some time. So can we get either one of those? No, we cannot. JJ Ford does not have the wheels, man. Oh, he does not have the wheels. If we had a faster quarterback, that would have been easy 1st down yardage, but my man Ford is not that. So it's a key 3rd and 6 now. We're going to come out shotgun with 3 wide receivers and our tight end and Brian Robinson behind us. So we are going to get sacked there by Jeff Okudah on the corner blitz. Very unfortunate, as I thought that we had something going on that drive, but our offensive line, that was the left tackle spot too. We just moved Andrew Wiley over to that position, and by the time I saw Jeff Okudah, I was already tasting turf. We'll see what Arthur Smith and the boys dial up here. Ritter coming out pistol. There's Bijan Robinson again, and he fumbled it. Oh, fumble. Looks like Bijan fell on it too. Maybe Kyle Pitts. I couldn't really tell, but that would have been a momentum changer right there. Ritter coming out in the pistol again. Going to be another give to Bijan Robinson. They are really looking to feed the workhorse there. Chase Young gets him, and It was a minimal gain, and that should take us to the end of the first, which it will. So Sentinels up 7-0. We had one really good drive. Second drive was promising, but it ended up sputtering out there. And so far, knock on wood, my desk is wood, so yeah, obviously. Knock on wood, Falcons so far haven't done anything. So got to be careful with what I say, because we know how Madden gods are always listening, right? So Ritter coming out shotgun, Bijan to his right, and we'll see what he decides to do. Wide open Quez Watkins there in the middle of the field. Jartavius Martin did get him, but the damage was already done, and the Falcons now push the ball into our territory. We're going to show blitz here, but it's not going to be a blitz. Hopefully Ritter just gives it to Bijan and we can stop him. He's not gonna. Oh God, oh God, no, oh God, no. Oh, that is going to be a touchdown. Pass to Laviska Shenault, who is now on this team. He and Quez Watkins are the new additions, and that was just a bomb from Ritter. Laviska Shenault got into the second level, slipped past. I think that was, no, it wasn't Jartavius Martin. Can't tell who was guarding him. There was Kendall Fuller, which can't really say too much bad about Kendall Fuller after the season he had last year. But that was not his best look. Now it is 2nd and 10 here. Got some curls. I don't really like this concept that I came out in. No.
I didn't like any of the curls, and I'm really not trying to throw any picks to start this one off.
It's going to be a pick, man. It's going to be a pick from Patrick Queen. I knew the second that I released that ball that was going to be a bad decision. And it definitely was a bad decision, as it was not an accurate ball by Ford, but it was not a good decision by me. And that is highly unfortunate, as we give the Falcons amazing starting field position here. So backs are already against the wall, and there's Kyle Pitts. It's going to be a quick strike dagger. Yep. That's how it happened, guys. Kyle Pitts shaking his stuff there, dancing all over the logo in our end zone, and got to bounce back and play some good football now. All right, we'll give J.J. Ford a little break here. Need to shake off that interception, so we'll see if Brian Robinson can do anything on this run. And, I mean, when you don't have any blockers, what are you really supposed to do? All right, got to dust it off. It's PA cross, single back X bunch nasty time. Please let this work. We need something positive. There's George Williams, big 6'9" receiver. Hung on to it. That was, actually, I thought he might drop that for a second. George Williams is having himself a pretty good game, as he gets his second reception for 55 yards. And I think that was probably the best time to call that, really. We needed some big momentum swing in our favor, and the PA cross out of single back X bunch nasty typically delivers. Terry open on the slant, able to catch it and pick up 10. Good pass by Ford as well. Ball's on the 45. We're going to try to kick it outside with Robinson. And, oh, nice move. Nice move from Brian. Okay. That was the slowest spin move that I've ever seen in my life, as Michael Walker goes down clutching his chest there. Hey, doesn't matter how pretty it is as long as the results are there. Ford coming out, trips bunch to the right, shotgun formation. Need to pick this up here. I see Terry. Nice touch pass by Ford, but Terry dropped it. Oh, Terry, you know I can't hate on you, my friend, because you are the St. Louis savior, but man, oh man, we needed that. We needed that, and unfortunately, you kind of let us down. Now, Bart Burns, he's going streaking. That's definitely about to happen. Could be a quick step drop, and it is. Please, JJ, don't miss him. There's Bart. Yes, the rookie out of Texas A&M. I saw that there was going to be somebody blitzing there on the right side. Bart Burns was completely uncovered, and we are able to convert a very important third down. Send Jahan Dotson out wide left, but this is going to be a inside zone to Brian Robinson. Need some good blockers. We did make run it inside our game plan, and there is Brian doing what Brian does. Six carries, rather, not receptions. 6 carries for 36 yards, so averaging 6 yards per carry, which I will take. Gonna run it up the gut with Brian Robinson, and he finds pay dirt. So far, both touchdowns coming from each one of our running backs. Dudley Saxton got the first one. Brian Robinson gets the second one. And that was a good drive. We knocked things up at 14, and now we really need some good defense because the Falcons are going to get the ball back after halftime, so definitely don't want a double dip scenario. And if we can somehow extend this lead, we know that the Sentinels sometimes don't play that great after halftime. We'll say hashtag SOS, same old sense. We don't want to get that hashtag trending on Twitter, or X, I should say. We are going to press up here a little bit. Need our big run stopper, Jonathan Allen. Jonathan, you had about 50 TFLs last season. He was looking for the receiver there, but Ritter overthrows him, and now it's 3rd and 2. All right, we are pinching the line, guys. We have Bijan Robinson behind Ritter. It's going to be a give to Bijan, and there's the run stuffer right on cue. He must have heard me. Going to drop Robinson in the backfield for a loss of 1. That is what Jonathan Allen does. He had, well, I think 41 tackles for loss last season. Set it in this game, not in real life, in this game. Set an NFL record. And as I'm sitting here doing the kick return, should I move Dudley Saxton with the 93 speed? Should he be our kick returner? I mean, Jahan Dotson really hasn't done diddly squat as a returner. As we get a look at Brian Robinson here, 7 rushes, 39 yards, and a touchdown. So this drive, I need one of those slow, methodical drives here. Kill some clock, take some time off of the clock. Don't give the Falcons a chance to score again. We will definitely want to have the lead going into the locker room. That much is apparent and evident. So let's see what Brian does here. Oh, nice block. Nice block. Nice block there by Bart Burns as well. Robinson now getting it going, crossing the half-century mark. And we are now to the 35. 2nd and 3 now. Ball is on Atlanta's 41. So let's just not do anything dumb. There's George Williams, big 6'9" target. He might be our new secret weapon. Maybe we move him around. When Curtis Samuel comes out, maybe we move him around on the depth chart and have him be our wide receiver number 3 as opposed to Jahan Dotson. I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts if you have any. Brian can't get the edge. Only going to pick up 1. That's going to put us in 2nd and 9 territory. Looking to kill this clock a little bit more, but still want to find Pater. So don't want to settle for a field goal if we don't have to. We'll see who wants to get open. There's Logan Thomas, our new star development wide receiver, tight end, getting injured. So right on cue, Logan Thomas catches his first pass of the game, and he gets injured.
My leg!
Coming out gun here, and is this another Bart Burns streak? I mean, we got the linebacker over there, so if he starts blitzing, which he will, it's Burns. Can we find him? Look at Bart. Oh, man, our rookies showing out in this game. Dudley Saxton, George Williams, Bart Burns. These guys came to play. Let's see if we can cap off this great drive with a touchdown. Terry, are you open? He is. Ford finds him. 3rd touchdown to Terry McLaurin. I think all of J.J. Ford's touchdowns so far, all 3 of them are to McLaurin. And you know what? That's fine. That I said last episode, I would like to see this become the connection for the ages. And how about that? Perfect drive. We only leave 19 seconds on the clock. So Arthur Smith and the Falcons probably won't be able to do anything. And we're going to go into the locker room with some momentum. And we will, in fact, go into the locker room up 21-14. Evenly fought contest, I would say. And I don't really think I'm going to change too much as far as the game plan here coming out of the locker room. We're still going to go run inside because they have not proven they can stop that yet. Maybe I will go... We'll switch to defend the deep or the medium pass on Desmond Ritter because he did kind of carve us up there in that intermediate range. But aside from that, I like the way the Sentinels are playing. Need a good defensive stand. Remember, we don't want to see hashtag SOS, same old Sentinels, the collapse out of the locker room. We don't want to see that trending on Twitter and or X. Ritter coming out 3 wide receivers to his right. We'll see where he decides to go. He is going to go to Quez Watkins on the outside, who has been one of his more favorite targets, I would say. Also, why do some of my players there have orange letters? Come on, EA. Get it together. Show some love to those Animations on the sideline there. Ritter now shotgun again. Going to be a play fake actually to Bijan. And Drake London just dropped it. Emmanuel Forbes was bearing down on it. So perhaps London came tumbling down, right? And felt the footsteps. There's something there. I don't know. We'll shade underneath this time because I could easily see Ritter just trying to hit like a little shallow crosser or something like that. And he is going to, oh God, find Kyle Pitts. Are you serious? No. How does that happen? I mean, I did shade underneath, so that could be on me. But how does that happen on 3rd and 6, man? You gotta throw me a freaking bone here. Here's Kyle Pitts. He is going to just yeah, that was probably the shade underneath, I would say. As Jamin Davis let him get behind him. Kendall Fuller couldn't turn his head around with enough time, and that is slightly demoralizing as we had the Falcons in a 3rd and 6 and they just kill us on a catch and run after catch from Kyle Pitts. But isn't that funny though? I shade underneath because what does Madden normally do? They hit me on those shallow crossers or those short little intermediate passes, and wouldn't you know it, I shade underneath and they hit a post route to Kyle Pitts. I mean, that's what would happen. Like, there's no reason why that wouldn't happen, right? I'm not even surprised in the slightest. So 1st and 10, we'll come out single back here and look to hit some crossers of our own, which we do have George Williams, but that is going to be another pick from Jesse Bates, man. Hashtag SOS, same old Sentinels. This is what happens. We come out of the locker room, forget how to play freaking football. J.J. Ford throws his 2nd pick of the afternoon. It's not good, guys. It's not good. This is not what we need to happen in games like this, and nobody can tackle Bijan Robinson. What is going on with these chunk plays right now? It's the Falcons. It's the freaking Atlanta Falcons, man. I could see last week playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, they're the Eagles. It's the Falcons. They're not that good of a team. And now nobody's on the left side to stop Bijan Robinson. I got to remember my blood pressure medication. I'm not supposed to get this riled up. I'm not supposed to get this revved up. Falcons go up 28-21. And I literally just said, oh, block kick animation. It's going to be roughing. Whatever. Maybe the key here is more running, less passing, right? I mean, that's what has seemed to work well for us so far. So we will spell in Dudley Saxon here with his 93 speed. And man, he's a small guy, and he is getting Undertaker tombstoned by some players out here. Try play action here out of the eye. See who wants to get open. We're going to check it down to converted tight end / fullback John Bates. And being 3rd and 4 here at the 42-yard line, there is a possibility that this could just be 4-down territory, because we seemingly cannot stop anything that the Falcons are doing on offense. We can't get any pressure. We can't get any interceptions, which we had tons of both last season. And hopefully we can just pick this up and keep this drive moving. Oh, we're going to give a shot to Jahan. Jahan, can you catch it? He does. Oh, what a bomb by J.J. Ford. Jahan Dotson heard me say earlier about swapping his position with George Williams, and he's like, whoa. Come on now, brother. Do you know what I do? Do you know what I do? He got past Jeff Okudah, and it was a nice pass from J.J. Ford, and we find ourselves on the 10-yard line. Kind of like Terry on a slant here, possibly. Could have one of our tight ends here also on the little drag as well, which, actually, that's Bart Burns, the rookie, first touchdown pass. Rookie to rookie. First touchdown reception of Bart Burns' career. That was a beauty from Ford as well. So he remains even on the touchdown interception ratio in this game, 2 for 2. Got to be pushing or over 300. That was an accurate ball. I saw Bart Burns last second. But it's up to our freaking defense now, man. Can we get some sacks or some interceptions? We're going to have something, because right now the Falcons are driving at will. But luckily, we've been able to answer every single blow so far. I've noticed that Ritter has liked to have a fullback in here quite often. So I've just kind of been usering the man that's supposed to be on the fullback. Nice play fake there by Ritter. And Cam Curl was there to get Kyle Pitts. And it's a good pickup. Pitts now at 5 for 100. And I think that we have to call pressure here. Could be the wrong move, as we could get cooked deep, but we shall see. Maybe Ritter just hands it off to Bijan, which it'll be a keeper, but Jartavius Martin's going to be in there. Wow, not going to count as a sack because that was a design run, but that was just the defensive stand that we needed. Jartavius Martin and Jonathan Allen both combined hits on Ritter, and now we have a chance to flip the script. And I'll tell you, I'm hoping that we can just rely heavily on the run game. All right, they're stacking the box here. I came out draw. We're going to stick with it as they do drop back. And, man, if somebody could have just blocked Grady Jarrett, man, that was all we needed. Coming out single back. Terry is single coverage. I'm going to try to roll out and see if I can hit my tight end, Bart Burns, which he was open for a second. But the defender was able to recover, and we really needed that one. Come on, JJ. Come on, Sense. This is a big one. We have to pick it up. Oh, Terry's open. Terry's open. The St. Louis Savior does not drop that one. Man, oh man, that was clutch. Forward at 290 now. I think it's time for a slip screen to our 93 speed Dudley Saxton. Show me something good, Dudley. That was not good because Grady Jarrett was back there just wreaking havoc. All right, Brian, I need you to block. We got 3 wide receivers to our right. We are going to have nothing probably and just got to throw it away. Now we're in another big 3rd and 12. We can get some time here on this play fake. We might have somebody on the crosser, but we need...
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
The time, and we don't have it. Lorenzo Carter gets to us. I'll tell you, the only downside to not having Curtis Samuel, I was looking for George Williams on that crosser. He's not the best route runner yet at this stage of his career, and Curtis Samuel's a pretty darn good one. So I feel like Curtis probably gets open on that, whereas since we have George Williams now, it's taking him a little bit longer to get open. So there's some pros and some cons to having big 6'9" Williams out there, but that was unfortunate. We really needed that drive to get some of this momentum back, and now we're going to have to play defense, which we did on the last drive, but defense still has been few and far between in this one. So we'll see if Ritter decides to go to Bijan here. He will not, and we'll see where he wants to go. He's going to check it down to Pitts there. We flushed him out of the pocket, but it was a good decision. And that should take us into an exciting 4th quarter. Yardage is pretty much even. Score is even. We're actually outgaining the Falcons slightly on the ground and through the air as well. So that is good, but you got to figure this is probably going to be Bijan Robinson time, which it is, but we're able to stuff him there. Very good. Khalil Mack, the Mack attack. Need to start calling his name on some quarterback hits. That's what I really want to see. That's why we brought him in. That's what we need him to do. And so far, he hasn't really been able to do that. Had a half a sack last week. So what's Ritter do here? That's the question. Going to check it down to Bijan. Chase Young gets him. Big, big, big. 3rd and 9 upcoming. All right, this is big, guys. We really need to find a way to get them off of the field here. We really do. And it's Kyle Pitts, who has just been killing us all game, man. It's been the Kyle Pitts show. It has definitely been. And here we go with these stupid freaking coach suggestions. Oh, let's go prevent. I think that they're going to try a Hail Mary right now. Come on, man. Get your freaking life together. Why? Why would they do that in this situation? Tell me. There is no reason why they would do that. But the coach always says do it. And it's very frustrating. It makes no sense. And I am about sick of Kyle Pitts. Need a big turnover or something here, guys. That's what I feel like if we don't, they're going to score. It's going to be a play fake to Bijan. Where's Pitts? Somebody has to always have a body on Pitts. Wow. We just got completely mossed in the end zone. by Drake London. What is this team? What is this Falcons team? I mean, first of all, Emmanuel Forbes completely mistimes that. So maybe that was on me. But what is this Falcons team that I'm seeing right now? It does not make any sense at all. We got 8 minutes to find a way to not only tie it, but then take the lead. And it's going to be a tough one. All right, guys, this is it. Time to do something. If we don't do something, could be ball game. Overshot Terry. Probably shouldn't have went for the deep bomb on that one. I don't think it was necessarily necessary, but we tried to do it. It didn't work out very well. And now it is 2nd and 10. So this is pretty much ball game right here. If we don't score here, you got to figure it's probably over. There's George Williams. Can you stay in bounds? He does. Not able to get it to the first down, but does get very close. Got to pick this up, man. 3rd and 3. Probably is 4 down territory now. Look at George. Look at George. Hangs on to it. I don't like how he holds that ball out there like that, man. That makes me scared all the time. George Williams, 5 receptions, though, for, I think it said 70-something yards. So I do like that. And he is fitting into this role here pretty good, playing for the injured Curtis Samuel. So now it's 1st and 10 here, 7 minutes to go in the ball game, and we are going to find Terry McLaurin. Couldn't make a man miss there, but does pick up 5. So it's 3rd down. This one is huge, need to convert situation, and I missed Terry. He was open for a second there, but I missed him. Should have been looking his way the entire time. And that's going to bring up 4th and 5, and I think that we have to go for it. Well, this is definitely ball game. If it wasn't ball game before, it's ball game now. 4th and 5, we got to find a way to pick this up, and we're going to try George Williams. Oh, my God, he's a weapon. We may have found our secret weapon with George Williams because he is balling the frick out in this one, and I'm really happy that we picked him up. So still a lot of work to do. Let's go do it. Need some protection here. We're going to try Terry on this comeback route. Proves to be effective. We move the chains. Drive still going. Got to watch that safety up there, Jesse Bates. We could have Terry on. Nope, not going to go that way. Definitely. But George, though. George, he's a weapon. He's a weapon. Can he make somebody miss? And that was not single back X bunch nasty. In case there was any doubters, coach suggestion was PA cross. I called it. George Williams, 7 receptions for 117 yards. You love it. I love to see it. I love to see it, man. So here's a time where we have to go back to Brian Robinson. That much, I think, is evident. There's still 5 minutes to go. Last thing I want to do is throw a bad pick or something like that. So hopefully Brian can just do some of the dirty work here. He's pushing ahead, fighting forward. Gonna get it to the 2-yard line. Why is my man in a 3-point stance on the logo of the end zone? I don't know, but I didn't even have to hit turbo on that one. Brian Robinson just walks it in, and we got ourselves a 35-35 ball game. So if our defense can just do something and not let Kyle Pitts cook us like he has been all game, we're gonna have a chance to win this one, but it's gonna rely on the defense. I can't believe that we let the Falcons put up 35, man. This is why we're going to have the worst defense in the league, just like we did last year, because of stuff like this. We have no sacks. We have no picks. We barely have any pressure. And without those things, I don't care if it's Desmond Ridder. I don't care if it's Aaron Rodgers. I don't care if it's Zach Williams. Anybody can sit back there and pick you apart. Now, we got to be careful that the Falcons here don't take enough time off the clock just to kick a last-minute game-winning field goal. That would be tragic. Tragic indeed, and that's going to be Bijan again, and part of me kind of wishes he would have scored. No, I don't. That would have been foolish, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling confident about this, guys, unless we get a huge defensive play, like a turnover or something like that. I'll take an incomplete pass breakup by Forbes. Not confident that they won't still go to Bijan Robinson here, so we got to be mindful of that. And, oh, nice stuff there in the backfield by Jonathan Allen. Who else? Now, this is the play. 3rd and 13. If they don't get this, they will have to punt it back because they're not in field goal range. So we just have to make sure that A, we watch this man right here, Kyle Pitts, because that's where Ridder always wants to go, and Ridder's going to throw it out of bounds. So we will have our shot, guys. We will have our shot. Ridder throws it out of bounds. Falcons going to punt the ball back to us with 2 minutes and 4 seconds, and all we have to do is get into Joey Sly field goal range. So this is it. This is only game 2 of the season, but I'm already feeling the pressure here. Got us backed up to our 16, so let's just try screen pass to Brian Robinson. Let's just do something a little what the hell are my tackles doing over there, man? I had it set up beautifully to have some blocking. And I mean, what are you, freaking brain dead? Look at Damian Lewis and Andrew Wiley. We're setting up a screen. Or not, it's not Andrew Wiley, it's somebody else. Sam Cosmi, maybe. I mean, you're looking at the corner. You're looking at him.
Bruh.
And you just run into each other. Now, granted, yes, I could have cut that back inside, which I should have done. But I'm assuming that my linemen are going to be at least semi-competent. Oh, it's so frustrating, man. 2nd and 9 here. We got to pick this up. We got to do something now. Check down to Logan Thomas. Dangerous pass, and it's a breakup anyways. Oh, man, what do we do here, guys? What do we do? It's 3rd and 9. We got to do something, and we got to do something quick. So let's just try Brian Robinson, and These breakups and these pass deflections are... It's going to be the death of me, man, I swear. I've seen so many post-title updates. And we're going to lose. We're going to lose this game. I blame my stupid, incompetent linemen. That's what I blame. And here comes... Madden is freaking garbage, man. Coach suggestions. Let's go prevent defense. So dumb. It literally makes no sense how bad this game can be. And I'm not even one to just sit here and hate on the game. I mean, it is bad for sure, and that's going to be flagged by me. You know what? I was going to say let him score. Going to be a flag by me, illegal contact, and unless we get a big sack, which we're not gonna, because there's no pressure in this game at all. We literally never get pressure. Unless we can somehow find a way to do that, they're going to get into field goal range, they're going to kick a field goal, and they're probably going to win. So, I mean, a check down like that is definitely not what you want to do as you lose 2. And I don't see any real sense of urgency either from the Falcons. And, I mean, look at this, guys. Prevent defense. No, we're not doing that. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Check down again to Bijan out of the backfield. And they're still not in field goal range, and they went out of bounds. So, I mean, if we can force an incompletion or something like that here, a sack, we could get the ball back again. So, I don't know. It's going to be tough. I'm not holding my breath or really setting any real expectations, but I guess crazier things have happened, and Ridder is going to scramble. Oh, my God, he almost got that. Wow, and they're going for it, too. They are going for it. Extremely ballsy call from Arthur Smith, but you know what? I like it. And we're just going to assume that it's going to be a run. We're going to assume that it's going to be a run. It's what we have to do. I feel like it probably will be, and we freaking can't stop Bijan Robinson, man. You cannot stop Bijan Robinson. I don't know if they're in Younghoe Koo field goal range yet. They're going to call a timeout. One more really good play, and they are, for sure. I should have ran commit on that one, but, you know, if I would have ran commit, you guys know what would have happened. They would have freaking, and that's, you know what, let them score. Let them score. Let them score. Let them score. Gotta let them score. It's our only chance. It's literally our only chance. And the Falcons put up, that's back-to-back 40 bombs. Inexcusable. Inexcusable that our defense should play this poorly. And all I can do now is hope and pray and throw up something, prayer to McLaurin or something like that. And that's literally the only chance that we're going to have with 36 seconds to go. I do like the single coverage, so maybe we have something here. Gonna guess. I mean, if I could have somebody that blocks for me ever, maybe we would have a chance. All right, come on. Got to try to hit Williams or somebody on this crosser, which I think that we are. Okay. Call timeout. Call timeout. We got the ball down to the 47. 26 seconds to go. Game is not over. This has got to be a Jahan Dotson seam. It's got to be a Jahan Dotson seam. Can we get it to him? Oh, God. Oh, my God. Had a chance there, but safety just came out of nowhere to stop that one. 21 seconds to go, man. We need a miracle and then some. We're just going to try Terry. Come on, Terry. Moss somebody. Show us why you're one of the best receivers in the league. I'm going to try the same play again here. 15 seconds. Come on. Show me something. Show me something. Dudley Saxton. He cannot get past the defender there, man. How? I don't know how he can't get past the defender. This is it here for all the cookies in the good old cookie jar. Speaking of cookies, Terry, oh my God, 7 seconds. We got to call timeout. We got to call a timeout. What play do we have dialed up with 7 seconds to help us find the end zone? I'm looking for Bart or Terry. Bart or Terry. This is the last play of the game. Come on. Roll out, JJ. Find me a good... Oh, come on. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. Bart! He caught it! No, he caught it on the 1 yard line. Oh, no. I can't believe it. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. Bart Burns caught that on the 1 yard line. And we let the Falcons put up a 40 bomb on us. Why can't we play defense? We have a good defense, man. JJ Ford, 432 yards, 59% completion, 2 touchdowns to 2 picks. Ritter, I mean, God, man, nearly a perfect quarterback rating. I do not understand it. Bijan tore us up. Brian Robinson had a pretty good game. How about rookie George Williams, though? 8 receptions, 145 yards. That's awesome. Kyle Pitts tore us up. McLaurin did McLaurin things. And Bart Burns was almost the new savior of St. Louis as he caught the ball on the 1 yard line. He caught the ball on the 1 yard line. And we don't have any sacks. We cannot get any sacks. We cannot get any picks. I don't understand it at all. This defense should be good, but hashtag SOS. That's all I got to say. Hashtag SOS. Same old Sentinels. That's what it is. Same old Sentinels. We allow only, 13, 14, sometimes 10 points coming out of the locker room, and then we let teams finish with 42, 50. I mean, I don't know. It's a conundrum to me indeed. But at any rate, JJ Ford going to get an upgrade. Well deserved, I would say, and we're just going to keep going strong arm. That's going to get him, we might actually be able to see his dev trait now, too. Now that I think about it, and, well, I skipped it, so there you go. We will save that for next episode, I suppose. And it's not going to get any easier as we take on the Bengals and the Cowboys. And so far, we've allowed 49 points and then 42 points in back-to-back weeks. Maybe I'll look to change to a different defensive playbook. Maybe that has something to do with it, but at any rate, 0-2 to start. Hope you guys had fun. Remember, jersey giveaway at 750 subscribers, so please help me get there. And to those who are subscribed and follow this channel, thank you. I appreciate it. That's going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.